Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to game number one between Woodleague Airlines and Macro Machines. Okay, 1 second. Let me go ahead and... That was an incredibly quick transition. I want longer transition time than that. Um, so, hello, hello everyone. Welcome super much. So, as you can see, we've got some bands. Sorry for being a little bit disjointed. I recently had my computer be fixed and have not redone all the scenes. Was not expecting to cast yet, but then basically two casters had issues come up, and I ended up taking the last second. So here I am. We are ready to go, juiced up, ready to go. We do have some mass band out. We do have Dragonshire, Infernal Shrines, Battlefield of Eternity, and Cursed Hollow, all not being played. But right in the middle of that just swath of bands, we have our first map, Barexis Holdout, one of my personal favorite maps in the pool. Should go ahead and have a fantastic game coming out of this. Please, please, please let me know how my voice sounds. Like I said, I just set everything back up. I've messed with it some, but I do feel like it's not perfect yet. Okay. Okay, that automatically sounds way better. It was hissy, and I was like, "What is that stupid sound? I don't like it." But this sounds a lot more like I do. Hello, everyone. Oh, I am blocking off the bottom bit. Let me go ahead and pull myself up. I'm having a super wonderful time. I hope all of you are having just the best time tonight. So we are going to go ahead and have the first band and first pick coming out of Woodleague Airlines. They won the flip, and that's what they chose. So Macro Machines will be going ahead and did pick the map, as we saw on the previous screen. So who are we going to be seeing bundled out? Also, he's my co-caster. Absolutely best co-cast you've ever seen. Interestingly, he's doing the full 30 seconds trying to pick a band, and they do eventually get rid of the Stitches. They like, you know what? Stitch's entire game plan is making me stand where I don't want to stand. I had enough of that when I was a kid. My parents would be like, go stand in the corner, and I'd be like, oh, I'm not going to be put into timeout whenever I am playing a video game. Timeout is what stops you from playing video games. Not interested in it here. Second band incoming. We are going to have the Anduin. So, interesting. Okay, since you're not going to be pulling anyone out of position, we won't let you pull someone back into safety. Basically, this is just the game of we don't like pulls. Pulls suck. Third band. Or second band, third band overall, second band coming in from WLA. Oh, interesting. A little bit of a tank show coming up. A little bit of respect coming out towards the tank. I should know who the tank of Macro Machines is, but I don't. Don't hate me too much. I picked up this game 10 minutes ago. I did not think I was casting. So definitely did not do any research at all. I was just like, ah! Malby, it would probably look amazing on you. And the reverse healer choke coming out of the side of Macro Machines. So the question is, will we see the healer picked up before the second ban? Or will they let the healer choke continue? When you can tell they're really afraid of your healer, you can kind of make them waste their third ban. If your healer is just comfortable on all healers. We don't necessarily need to see it here. And they do go ahead and get... Oh, I hate that Rexar skin. We do go ahead and have Rexar being picked up first and foremost. Very, very, very good hero on this map. Though he does have two natural counters in Deathwing and in Kira. That's the other one. I know what I'm talking about. Although I tried to play Deathwing into Rexar, and I do not know how that's a counter. Did not do a great job. got out of perhaps to do this. We have Arcane 13th coming in with that healer, kind of, sort of continuing the healer ban phase. Not really by banning it, but by taking it away from their opponent. All right, we got the Gul'dan coming out of Yahtzee, and then Zilla on the Zul'jin. I definitely remember Zilla on the Zul'jin. That's a thing I've seen before. So, interestingly, they're going to allow the healer choke to continue. Not necessarily what I expected. Oh crap, I just realized I don't have the overlay pop-up on the next scene. Let's see if I can fix that real quick. Ignore that, ignore that. You don't need to worry about that at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Totally professional, absolutely not doing this in the middle of a cast. Don't know what you're talking about. What the? Have I forgotten where this is? I think I may have forgotten where this is. This is a problem?
A great destiny.
Okay, 1 second. Sorry, I think I'm confused. Oh.
Our world is worth fighting for.
All right. That's actually what we wanted. We might be in business, ladies and gentlemen. Now I gotta catch up with this. We just have Juke City coming in on. So you're not in my overlay. The Haka, and we do have Ratson on the Varian. As people did tell me that Varian was, or Ratson was the tank. 14, 13. Nope. They switched? Ah! Remington lost out. Okay, on the other side we have Galahad on Malfurion. I'm almost good. And then who was the last one? Dark Knight on May. All right, we will switch scenes in just a second. Oh my goodness, this is so unprofessional, and I apologize, but it's also kind of hilarious. Go ahead and switch over to here. All right, I think we are good. All right. Super unprofessional, but you know what? I don't even care. It's kind of hilarious. So, going into game number 1, representing the blue team, we do have Woodley Airlines moving in right about now. Zoning in from the left, we do go ahead and have, if I can find it, boop, boop, boop. Galahad playing the Malfurion. Baron is on that Rexar up in the top lane. Misha also being played by Baron. Down at the bottom lane, we do have Dark Knight on May, Zilla on Zul'jin, and Yahtzee on Gul'dan. On the other side, we do have Frizek on the Tassadar. Arcane 13th is playing the Frizek on Tychus. Tassadar lost on the Brightwing. Up here in the middle, for some reason, Juke City on Dehaka. And then Ratson is playing the Varian, riding out a little bit behind everyone else on his armored warhorse. Whew. We are good to go. Everything is fine now. Haka kind of hanging out here in the middle, looking for an easy pick if they can move in. Sneaky sneak, sneaky sneak. Just go ahead and pull, but it gets Mei. Mei goes in the ice blocks, and we have a very, very, very low Dahaka. Duke City runs out. It was not the cake they were looking for, but Mei is very low. Duke City looking in, trying to get this done. But Mei will get out. Duke City's taking a lot of damage, and no one up top at the moment. They're just giving experience away. Barret is now moving on the top. Duke City did burrow up here, but has very, very low health. It's going to have to be very super plus careful. In fact, we do go to have Brightwing moving up in order to heal up Duke City. Duke City! Beacons are energizing. We do go ahead and have the first camping picked up by Lost and Arcane 13th right now. Let me go ahead and get this out of the way. You guys don't want to see that, I have decided. And lastly. Startup prediction. Yeah, why do you tell me how predictions work every time? I know how predictions work. I promise. Alright, so we're back in the game. I don't have anything else I have to do. We are good for high quality casting. I apologize for how noobish this was. As I said, I wasn't 100% like prepared. Wasn't good and prepared and under each snare. So it does look like Woodley Airlines does go ahead and get the channel first. Rexar, Dahaka having a hard time keeping Rexar off, is looking at Rexar, does go and pull Rexar back, but it does not quite have these huge damage buff to really... Actually, I say that, but I might be lying to you all. Down here we do have the macro machines to go ahead and get this taken off for just a second. We have a Mei on the point. Mei on the point. Dahaka does get this back for just a little bit. Oh, Ratson got very low. I do see a Brightwing teleporting to all of 3 inches in order to heal him. Because Brightwing is a friend. Here are these super adorable and amazing offlaners. And actually, I knew that would happen as I kept jumping back. I'm like, I'm going to miss a kill because there's action happening in both lanes all the time. So we are at level 4. Dahaka has not actually taken their level 4 yet. I feel like they should pick up the one that gives extra essence to heal more from minions. Does Dahaka realize they haven't picked it up yet? Oh, that's a dead Zul'jin. That's a dead orc. Orc? That's a troll? I promise I know WoW races. Speaking of WoW races, we do go ahead and have Dark Knight moved up. Is getting harassed by Juicy. Loss is also up here. Here is a little bit of a damage on Misha. Juicy's trying to move back. Yahtzee says, I'm gonna suck. And now we have progress being made for Woodley Express. Or sorry, for Macro Machines against Woodley Express. Oh, they do not actually take that away, and this thing's still going. Here's another Great Wall. Tassadar is getting things done, and Mei goes down. That is 3 kills for Woodley Express, but there is a counter kill in the top lane against Brightwing. Zilla looking for this. We are up to 76% on the channel. However, it looks like the channel is going the other way. Break it on through to the other slide. Now, Brightwing can teleport back in, but Tassadar is also not here. Tassadar had to go back. Driving the heroic Kodo Beast. Alright, 78 going to be a full Zerg wave. From both teams are very close to full. Obviously, you can't get a full. You can't be at both of them 100%. That's not how percentages work. Oh, there's the taunt and crack a boom. Brightwing gets the kill on her opposing healer. The Battle of the Warcraft Heroes has begun. I have so much fun. They are surprisingly being very aggressive into this. They don't need to control this point, and frankly, it's 4 versus 3, so I don't know why they're moving in. Ratson is looking for this, just going to taunt, but there's no follow-up. Never mind. Arcane says, shut the heck up, Raka. You know nothing. We're going to rename you Jon Snow. But we do go ahead and have the channel finished, and the massive Zerg wave is pouring out of the Zerg holding pins up here. Oh, I apologize. You are quite correct. It is Woodley's. I'm not used to airlines being a thing. I'm old from season 11. Juke City does go ahead and get juked a little bit. Does go ahead and use the essence, trying to get out of there. Tries to juke, but does manage to avoid that. Okay, I guess that's a successful juke. I'm not really sure. So at the end of the day, the top wave of Zerg do not get a single tower. The bottom wave of Zerg actually gets significantly more. They get a tower and the wall itself. But most importantly, both fountains survive. So the battle at the bottom is here. We do go. The battle at the bottom. I'm sorry, that sounds like an event that I can't talk about on stream. I think Malby is saying that he used to be Naruto. All right, so we do go and have everyone moving through. With that being said, it does look like they are pushing down this bottom Moonwell. The shields are almost out, and there it goes. Moonwells have almost no health. There is a decent amount of shields. Odin is out. We do have level 10s unlocked for macro machines. I'm going to see Warbringer, Adaption, Blink Heal, Black Hole, and of course the Commandeer Odin, not Commander Odin. If you're a caster and you say Commander Odin, I will flail you. You know, up top, they are pushing in. They are through the wall, and the Moonwell is down. 8 seconds until these are through. Brightwing has come up to the top in order to help with that. Hello, Stoic. It's been a while. Super glad to see you. Yeah, committing to Odin there was very, very, very relevant. Excuse me. It does look like a lot of counter pressure coming in. They've done damage to the top wall. They've done damage to the bottom. They still do not have the... It's not really a Moonwell. Is it? It's just Healing Fountain. That's a boring name. The Biomimetic Fluid Dispenser. There we go. Oh, how about the Tychus Doom of Bloom? Looking at the other side, we do go ahead and have May being destroyed. I'm trying to talk about talents, and I can't because sleeping is happening. By sleeping, I mean destruction and death. 88% for Woodley Airlines. We do have the Ice Wall for May. Has Das Dingo, Twilight Dream, Horrify, and Unleash the Boys. Juke City may be in trouble here. Juke this. You did not. You may still get out. Rexar should have actually run up and did not. Instead, Rexar actually pathed around this way, which I don't think is the right thing. We do have the run-in coming up the top. And yes, indeed, we do have Rexar confirms that kill. Here comes Misha to the side. He's going to be able to do a charge in just a second. Grizok very, very far in the front. No, we don't have a charge? I want a charge. It's 4 versus 3. Get in there. You go down below, Dark Knight runs in. Dark Knight runs right into... Yeah, you did not know everyone was down there. You thought everyone was still up top. You're like, why didn't you tell me they disappeared? There is a panic ice wall in order to actually kind of zones a bit. And we do have Tychus going down. Tychus moving in at first. Juke City comes in from the back line and then says, where's my team? There's Ratson goes in. There is the taunt going on Dark Knight. Dark Knight gets explodified. It is 1-for-1 at this point, but we're much, much closer to getting Tychus back. Zilla and Yahtzee and Galahad versus Juke City, Ratson, and Arcane. Right wing is not there, but Dark can teleport in. However, we do go in and have Rexxar back up top. Kind of avoided for a second. Actually didn't want to show on the map to let everyone know that they weren't there. But there is the run in, and there is the Tazdingo. Tazdingo is popped. Unkillable, but it's not going to be enough. We have Dahaka securing that kill. I just have to wait for Unkillable to not be a thing anymore. And then crack-a-boom. What's crack-a-lackin'? Well, apparently their fort is, if Rexxar has anything to say about it, but he is moving back. Here's the move-in by a lot of the team. Don't whiz on the electric fence. Alright, with that being taken care of, we do go to Frizek at the lower. Arcane the 13th is moving back up. Varian is standing right here, ready to charge out, but the rest of the team is not nearby, so Varian is going to start rotating up. Juke City coming around. There is a stun, but Ratson very close by. Dark Knight does go ahead and get once again caught. That combo is just so easy to pull off, and they're so good at. Oh my gosh, dope! Two-person black hole has to go in, but there is the fear. We have Rexxar pushing in. Brightwing goes down. They're right on top of Dahaka. Dahaka goes ahead and pops the essence, trying to keep it going down to about 200 health. He's running around. Arcane 13th is just burning in. They're trying not to leave this. We do have the Odin going in the backline. Misha very, very low, and a full retreat coming from the side of Woodley Airlines. So no one is down below? Well, Malby in chat saying Ren and Stimpy lied to me. Oh, poor Misha. Misha died bravely, throwing herself into the banelings like she's a zealot or something. There is the taunt onto the Rexxar. Rexxar takes a lot of damage, not quite down yet, surprisingly. A lot of the macro machines were still putting damage into that fort, did not go to snap the neck. And with that being taken care of, we do go ahead and have the Zerg are on the wall. The Guardians are continuing to shell in with Vile Acid against the... Oh, Zilla takes a lot of damage over the wall. Tastar goes ahead. There's a wall behind Tastar. Tastar could drop in their own walls. Be careful. But it does look like a retreat is the call coming from Macro Machines. Juke City does manage to get everything down, but this fort is down to about 1,300 health. But you know what? That's a lot healthier than that fort or that fort. Right, waiting to see if they move in. Dark Knight is nearby. Does run right. Is like, you have a lot of abilities you can use to scout that bush rather than just putting your face into it. Just saying. Flame on. I checked real quick to see if Cold Fingers was actually a talent that I didn't know about. We do go in there. Ratson doing a great job screening for the team. Want to see if anyone's coming in, and they're going to go ahead and pick up this boss. It does look like the Archangel, that's what it is. The Archangel is going to move up to the top lane. I really wish they'd made that the Loki. Just like Archangel going to go in. The only disadvantage here, oh, we do have the Ice Wall. Ice Wall goes ahead and catches the Odin. There's the stasis. A little bit of a lie down from Rexar. But Rexar eventually does have to get back up. You can't sleep forever, my friend. Except Taika says, well, you can sleep for a good long time. But there's the fear. Rodson goes in, actually gets hit by the... Survives? I thought he was dead for sure. But Tychus is on a rampage. He's a bad, bad man. Dark Knight and Yahtzee being the sole defenders. And we do have the points back up. But you know what? I don't think Macro Machines cares. There's the taunt. They're moving in. They want to say, let's go ahead and make this a 4-4. And there goes Mei. It's gonna be Mei's corpse.
Blue team's core is under attack.
So they do have about 10 seconds before anyone comes back. 30 seconds before Mei is here. They are moving in. Juke City moves a little bit far advanced. It's interesting. Actually gets a lot of damage from Yahtzee and gets killed off. Actually got targeted by the core. So that does lower things a bit. The shields are down. We're down to 60%. But Baron is back out. Zilla is out. There is a lot of damage coming through. There goes Brightwing, and it does look like a full retreat is in order, but not quite a full retreat because we do have 3 kills on the side of Woodley Airlines. And you know what? They are putting their thrusters to intercept. No, they're not, actually. Shut my mouth. I had such a good, like, thing there. All right, there we go, Dark Knight. Proud of you. There's a big stun onto Rodson, but a little bit of a blind block from Galahad, but then they recenter, trying to take out Tychus, and they do so. Tychus goes down. He's going to be gone for almost a whole minute. This will be a full Zerg wave with nothing coming the other side. The good news for the side of Macro Machines is your opponents cannot take the boss, so that's always something to look at. Take your victories where you can, my friends. Rodson starts to ride out.
At least the Zerg that are coming for us are not as numerous as the ones our enemies face. So maybe there's hope yet.
It does look like we have a full rotation on the side of Woodley Airlines. They are climbing in altitude and going up to the top lane.
Blue team's core is under attack.
Now they do, of course, still have to go through this. Rexar is moving down or deal with this baby's wave down here. But of course, the real action is up here, and we are staying up here. In fact, Rexar calls off the defense and is moving across the map along with Misha. Because Misha's their best friend, didn't you know? Let me tell you about my best friend. Alright, we have one of the towers down. They are going in. A lot of damage. There is a burrow from Dahaka, but comes back up. There is a nice double kill on the side of Woodley Airlines. Looking through, and that's going to make it a big old triple. Fantastic zoning. Fantastic, like, booping people and not letting them go through. That was... I wish I could go back. I don't have replays set up.
Red team's
Core's under attack, but we do have the remains of the Zerg army on this core. Are starting to push it through. It is close. The core is falling. The core is down to 40%. But it does look like the minions are being distracted. We do have a kill onto Gul'dan, and the core goes down. We do go ahead and have Woodley Airlines with the surprise comeback. Very, very, very well done. It looked gone for sure, but just like my team, we had one of the teams kind of overcommit to the core call. Very, very close game. Looking at the stats in the game, in terms of healing, I don't really like to compare healers head to head, but I'll just say Lost did get 88,000 healing over the course of the game. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful match. Super nail biting. I actually thought the Zerg might end it, but of course, as we just saw, they did not. Tassadar Arcane, keep Tassadar away from this man. Did 83,000. The next closest damage was Gul'dan with 56,000, and then Zilla with 54,000. good loud. And for that ever important soak, Baron just running away with it. Wonderful, wonderful job all around. All 10 players played magnificently. We'll go ahead and leave this for the time being. We'll be back in just a second for game number 2. Look forward to it. I know I am. Hello, everyone. Welcome to game number 2 on Sky Temple. I have to share this. They didn't like it as much as I did, but we do have micro machines here. And so in the lobby, I was like, Mama, just killed a core. Put the Zerg against its shield. Shield went down and then it healed. I was proud of it. Also, one more time, for those of you that have wandered in since game number 1. Required look at my co-caster. My co-casters managed to hide behind the... Like, having a pillow behind me so I can lean back does not work when there's a cat there. Ain't the problem. We do have the end wind being banned out one more time. Granted, I do not necessarily think we'll see a lot of different bans this time around because both teams were completely like in a position to snap the other one's neck. All right, yeah. Sorry, I keep forgetting. Here's the problem. My mic is super sensitive, so if I talk like this, it's fine. If I talk like this, you can't really hear me at all, and that's bad. So I have to be like super careful at looking away. That's why when I start typing stuff over here, you'll see me like do this. Oh, interesting. We do have a variation. They do get rid of the JoJo instead of, I think, Stukov. They did not take Stuk this time. And they do get rid of the variant. They're like, macro machines, that variant was entirely too effective. We did not enjoy how well you could just pop everything. How about you don't do that? So who is our first pick? Like, obviously bans are cool, bans are swoofy, but... And also, who is their second? I think it may have been Diablo. So Ratson does come out on the dibbles. Then there is the Stukov, which was not banned. So we kind of have the, you didn't ban this, so we're taking it immediately. But Baron is staying right on... No, actually taking Dahaka. Dahaka was on the other side last time. My bad, my bad, my bad. So far, still looking for a healer and an offlaner and 2 DPS on the side of macro machines. So we're going to have Leoric into Dahaka. I do feel like that is one of the Dahaka favored matchups because you can just burrow the spooky hand and that's Leoric's like only sustain. Though granted, I do think Leoric just has more damage output. So Dahaka might have a hard time staying up. Nobody is committing the old man Deckard Cain. Jaina going to be the ban out because they have actually taken everything but their DPS, being very, very flexible at the end. Now their opponents have not picked up a tank yet, and a lot of tanks are banned out, so you could continue the tank focus. That's probably my guess, unless they just really want... Nope, they do get rid of the Anub'arak. Anub'arak is personally my favorite tank, just because one of his voice lines is... I don't know if you can actually hear me, but I said kinky.
Here we go again.
All right, we do going to have Yahtzee going in on the Vala. Super, super big DPS hooded lady. I should cast in a hood sometime. I think that'd be fun. Zilla is going from the Zul'jin over to Chromie. Very different hero. And we do have Rizak on the Hanzo, but more importantly, Arcane coming out on Zeratul. A hero we don't see very often, but when you do see it, it's terrifying. Also, I do notice that Arcane was on Tassar last game, Zeratul this game. Going by what we're seeing, next game will either be Phoenix or Alarak. And then Dark Knight does come out on the Blaze. As far from May as you can get. So here we go, into Sky Temple, everyone. Go ahead and place your bets. I'll go ahead and get the prediction started right about now. And, yep, use those channel points for all sorts of amazing and wonderful things. But for right now, we're going into the game. All right, and here we go into game number 2. First game, one in a runaway landslide on the side of Wood League Airlines, but they were definitely knocking on the door of defeat. So we'll have to see if they can repeat the experience or if Macro Machines will just be a little bit more careful. Coming in on the blue side, we do have. Oh, wait, one second.
Temple opens in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3,
There we go.
2.
We do have Galahad on the Stukov, Baron coming out on that Dahaka, Dark Knight on the Blaze, Zillia on the Chrome E, and then Yahtzee on Vala, sorry. It's so awkwardly done. Oh, we do have Rotzen on the Diablo, nobody playing the Old Man Deckard Kane. Frizzak is on that Hanzo, Arcane 13th on the Zeratul, and we do have Juke City on Laura. Vala gets rooted for just a second, but no real chance for a follow-up. Meanwhile, up top, we do have Zeratul of all things. Not Leoric just yet. Here's everyone else kind of moving on down. Moving on down. Duke City takes a lot of damage from some sand blasts as they go across. On top, we still have Arcane actually looking not super healthy. Baron goes back and taps. I bet Arcane is doing the same thing. Yep. Look at me, knowing what I'm talking about. I know you're impressed. Coming on the other side, we do have Yahtzee and Galahad kind of doing a little bounce around. Seeing Rotzen putting pressure on the lanes. This is very interesting. I did not expect. I guess they just decided that Leoric would not do well as Dahaka, which I do agree with. Baron comes down to try and get this, but Arcane is moving in. Kind of nice isolation on that giant, but nothing really comes of it. You're going to have Stukov and Zillia picking this up. No one on the other side. This will give priority. Meanwhile, here in the middle, we do have Dahaka being taken out by Arcane 13th. Sorry for missing that kill. I saw it happening right as it, well, happened. Arcane does not have a tap, though. Looks like still 30 seconds away from one. Move over here to pick this up as well.
magic flows through the temple. Guardians, do not let these mortals.
Only Ratson just kind of hanging out on this. So like the top shrine will be taken on the other side. Now they have not done any real damage to here yet, like one little shot. If they had managed to take one of these out, you can actually finish off the fortification with the first salvo. I did not look to see if that was the case here. They might be able to take it out. It'll be close. Nope, not quite. They do get it down to 3,100. Whereas this one only gets knocked down to 5,000, which is a good 2,000 higher. Actually, Caster, it is 1,950. I don't care. The hallmark of every good streamer is making fun of your chat. Especially the, like, fake chat that you make up and isn't even a real person. Alright, just we've got another round of giants coming out. No one on the blue side moving over, so this is going to be a temporary advantage. They are up to level 9, they being macro machines. Looks like they'll stop out on this. No invasion looks like it is currently planned, but also no one's in the top lane, so Zeratul is just pushing this in. Zeratul using his Wreck-It Ralph magic fist. Like, there was the magic hammer that built things immediately, but Ralph had something, I'm sure.
The light of the sun grows within the temples. Soon they shall bask in
Okay, Ratson gets slowed down. A lot of damage going in, but he is Diablo. In case you didn't know. Diablo has a lot of health. What is his soul set right now? 83, so a lot of health. You go ahead and have the Apocalypse coming out for Diablo. Entomb, not surprising. Dragon Strike, Stay Well and Listen, and the Void Prison. Not Might of the Nerzine, interesting. Nice combo. Hello? There's a bunch of DPS that will not be doing much DPS. Bit surprised we didn't also see the Entomb come out. On the other side, we do go ahead and have Living Swipe, Bunker Drop, which we saw used, Rain of Vengeance, Isolation, and Temporal Loop. Temporal Loop is interesting. I do expect to see it used to get a lot of Deckard and maybe some Hanzo kills. Hanzo, you have to be a bit more careful because he can leap out if you get him near a wall. Nobody's in an I like the little wall of potions up here. Like, none shall pass. There is healing juice. Alright, we do the top port going down to Dahaka, but at the same time, the bottom one did fall to the laser strikes. Alright, nice dash out by Dark Knight. They were just like, that's a little close, and I don't know where the whole team is, because that was like right as that got picked up. So I guess actually, you know, at least some of them were over there. But still, no reason to invite yourself to be flipped. Level 13s are up for Macro Machines. Still no real attempts to invade. It does look like Arcane is scouting this out, but will be too late to really do anything about it. However, not too late for that. Oh, bunker does actually save some people. Very, very, very low if anyone's in that bunker. So, despite a very nice setup, we do have the only kill happening to Zeratul. So that is going to be an advantage for Wood League Airlines. They're going to use that advantage to go in and pick up the boss. Dart not going ahead and zone over the side. Zilla going back and forth. Ratson does come down and see this is happening. A little bit of anti-synergy there where Chromie saves Ratson from the charge, but you know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The boss is picked up. That is the real prize they were looking for. While this is moving in, however, the Giants... Okay, the Giants now have no support. And we'll get no support because these guys are sitting here, so I guess it doesn't matter. If we get the full channel up here by Juke City, that will take this out. Maybe the middle, I doubt it. Because they just barely had done damage to the front wall. I do think it was enough damage that they'll get the top four. Bottom fort does go down. We do have Juke City. So that nice avoid of that charge. And currently right on top of Zilla, there is a wonderful two-person stuff. I like how Ratson got stopped for a second. And again, just this combo coming out of Micro Machines is amazing. Very, very, very well executed. Doesn't always get the results they want. And yes, indeed, the laser does actually get both top and mid fort.
Magic subsides. Find something else to fight over.
So the 4-man is coming through the middle, trying to put some pressure with this wave. It looks like Arcane is leading. Did go ahead and stop his hearth for just a second to kill off the wall so they wouldn't know he was hearthing, but you could probably guess. Though to be fair, having Zeratul Hearth out is one of the safer ones you can do because you can't see him on the minimap. So when you can't see Zeratul on the minimap, he's just as scary as when you can. You're going to have Wood League Airlines in the back of the, kind of being very defensive. They are down at talents here right now. They don't want to be aggressive. They're all too aware just how quickly Diablo can really run in and take everything out. More giants being picked up. It looks like Leoric is moving over towards this camp. Did Leoric take... Nope, did take Paralyzing Rage, so will not be extra effective on this, but still, he is Leoric. Oh, interesting, delaying that just for a second. They do want to get that and force them up to the top lane while they move down to the bottom. Diablo is in the area. Arcane, go ahead and scouting this out.
Guardians, do not let these mortals approach them.
Well, the Guardian... I don't know how the Guardians are supposed to stop the mortals from approaching them whenever they don't activate until we're already on the point. You really need to, like, think about your strategy a little bit more. Whatever your name is. Does look like the call coming out of Woodley Airlines is just, okay, get the last portal in the game. They're going to leave Leoric down here, but with Dahaka showing up top, we're going to look for an invade right here. There is the double catch. Slight delay, but still it ends up being okay. We have the Stukov being taken out. Yahtzee being very low. Arcane wants to get this done, but no. Arcane will get taken out instead. Vala goes in and snaps that off. So it is a 1-for-1 at the end of the day, but still. Pow, 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 pow.
Red team destroyed a fort.
Alright, they're moving around the map. Zeratul a little bit out by himself. Trying to pick up this experience. They are just racing to 20 right now. They're trying to get through. Sorry that I occasionally like stop talking for a second. I get like very interested in watching the game, and then I'm like, oh wait, I'm supposed to be commenting. There's a good bit of damage. Oh, actually, great bit of damage. Nobody goes ahead and gets taken out by the Vala. Rasa takes a lot of damage. There is the counter kill on the Vala from the Leoric. The tomb goes down. There is a bunker kind of caught in the middle of it. There is quite a bit of damage looking in. And we do have Arcane the 13th not quite going down. Goes down to 200. The Dahaka does get taken out. There is the counter engage. Level 20s are picked up on the side of Macro Machines.
My magic flows through the temples. Guardians, do not let these temples approach them.
Are they actually going for boss right now instead of fighting the temples? I think the temples will do more damage than the boss will. But I guess they are down 2 people, so this makes sense. And the great thing is the team doesn't know where they are, so Zeratul's a little bit nervous about overcommitting to this. Leoric is moving down to scout it out right now. And here comes the rotation down from Macro Machines. Oh, if they pick up the boss as well, this could be terrible. There is the... Oh, Flame Swipe goes in and boosts Miguel back. But Rotten is on top of them. Goes in. They're inside the bunker. Here comes Arcane 13. They are way too close together. They could be a Void Prison very soon. But we instead actually do have the kill on Leoric. The kill onto Zeratul. The boss is picked up. But now we do have the advantage swinging in favor of... Woodley Airlines. To split out a little bit, they went and fought the boss for just a second. Boss did not take too much damage. They are moving up to the top in order to deal with Prazak. Or, no, they're not, actually. I was casting what I would do in this situation. They're what, uh-huh. Alright, this one is just barely alive. It is currently at 900 health. It looks like the top is also gotten, and now Zeratul is back. They ended up, unfortunately, using the entire time they had the advantage with 2 people dead by just defending, which just feels bad for sure. And with this being taken care of, we do going to have Juke City like scouting out the middle. We do have over a minute before this one comes up, so I don't know why anyone would come this way, but they're ready if they do. Right now, there's nothing on the map to take, so I do understand. Both teams are level 20. You have Hellgate, Buried Alive, Dragon Awakens, Respect the Elderly, and Shadow Mending. On the other side, we do have Top Off, Fortified Bunker, Farfight Quiver, Contagion, and Stuck in a Loop.
The blue team's core is being assaulted.
Nicely done. Just go ahead and get rid of those very quickly. Nobody's getting a little bit of fire. There's Arcane 13, and there goes the combo one more time. Dragon Strike comes through, a lot of damage. Chromie goes down. We do have Stukov going down. This may be the end of the game. As we have Mama moving in. Arcane goes ahead and back. That is a 2 for nothing, and still very, very healthy. Only Leoric really showing any damage from that engagement. Alright, there's a counter with the Dahaka coming on to nobody. Arcane trying to get things done, down to 50% of health. Barry just chasing them around, but Arcane's being like, can't catch me. It'll be much easier to catch him now that Vala is also in the engagement, and we do have a kill onto Zeratul. If we have to turn around coming right now, I'm going to flip out, but we do have beams of pure light blasting in, down to 10%, down to 7%, down to 3%, and there goes game number 2, with Macro Machines going ahead and getting that taken care of, taking the win, and moving us into a third game in the series. Looking at the stats, we do have very, very even healing numbers. Stukov and Deckard coming in almost neck and neck. Looking at the other side of it, we do have Hanzo coming in with 36,000 damage to Vala's 30,000. Again, extremely close. Right behind it, Zeratul and Blaze doing almost the same as well. And that ever-important soak, we do have Baron once again on the Dahaka, leading the way with 21,000 soak. So, looking at the prediction, none of y'all had confidence in Macro Machines, for shame. I will go ahead and just delete that prediction because if I give the points to Macro Machines, they literally no one gets them and they just go into the ether, and that's sad. So, instead, I'll go ahead and just get rid of that. But with that, I'll see you guys for game number 3 in just a second. Look forward to it. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome back to game number 3. I'm wearing a hat now because people in chat were talking about how hats are awesome, and I agree. Also, camera? Could you, not be stupid? That's more fuzzy, though. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm going to cheat. Because clearly this is absolutely what I need to be doing right now. Darn it. Oh, this is so hard to get. Just look at the concentration on my face. My God in heaven. One second. I have another idea. Why didn't I do that from the beginning? So we do go and have Stukov and Uther versus oh, interesting. They're giving them variant back because they're like, you know what, your variant is even less annoying than your Diablo. We gave you variant game 2 and we regretted it. Anduin is going to be the selection of the Lost. We're back to Lost. He's got. Do we still have nope? Lost, but switch out for nobody. So. We do go and have your Baron on your rail. Hello, I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. All right, with that being taken care of, we do have the Johanna on the Dark Knight, not banned out this time. I ate a cookie between the games. You can definitely tell that is kind of like getting to me. Roxy does take the variant, says you will definitely ban this out if I don't take it now, so I'm taking it out. And Arcane the 13th on Gaslow. Yes. I'm a bit surprised that they don't go with the same comp again, because Arcane on Zeratul just set up so much. I mean, granted, Diablo's not around, and I guess Diablo was a huge part of that, so it makes sense. Zeratul is banned out. I don't know that they would have gone Zeratul. I mean, you could argue that Zeratul Void Prison into Gaslow Bomb might have been a great setup. Falstad is going to be the ban number 3. Interesting. That must be a scouting thing, because Falstad has not been banned or picked the entire match. I'm not 100% sure where that comes from. But with that being taken care of, we do go ahead and have Brightwing being taken by Galahad. I do like that as a bit, although granted, I had already taken Anduin. Which honestly surprised me just a little bit, because Brightwing's such a big part of the Anduin rush into taunt combo.
Hell, it's about damn time.
Could have Jaina, and I do like how they always delay their damage to the very end.
Comes honor. With honor, redemption.
And then Frizak on the Tychus. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind on typing. We have Hanzo on the last one. We got the. All right, we got it all done. We're amazing. So we'll go ahead and go in the game and get that prediction up for you guys. All right, here we come into the game. Coming in on the blue side, the Cyan Crusaders. We do go ahead and have Wood League Airlines. Winners of game 1 did not quite win the second game. Have chosen the map one more time. One more time. I will never stop doing that because I enjoy it. We do go ahead and have Galahad playing the Brightwing, Baron on that Yrel, Dark Knight on the Lady Jojo herself, Zilla playing the Kael'thas, and Yahtzee on the Shimada brother with the bow, Hanzo. On the other side of the battlefield, we do have Arcane 13th playing that Gazlowe, Ratson back on Varian, back on Taunt Boy. We do have Lost coming in on Anduin. Prezant is riding out on the Bad Man Tigers, and Juke City is on the Mistress of Ice, Jaina Proudmoore. Nice little 5-on-5 beginning, except not really 5-on-5 because offlaner Varian is offlaning. I mean, obviously that makes sense. He's not a real boy yet, so you don't necessarily want him with the 4-man. Yrel is coming down here to be mean to Varian. Varian's like, I thought we were friends? What the heck? You know, the 4-man continues to move back and forth forth and back. Jaina is going to take Fingers of Frost at level 1. We do go ahead and have Laws of Hope and Mana Addict. And also Target Practice. Interesting. Interesting rotation from Hanzo. He's moving down here. They're going to go ahead and both sides are going to pick up their turrets. I wish this would give me more information. Alright, Galahad and Yahtzee moving over here. We do already have the Paper Airplane camp moving to the top bit.
We've redesigned our Trigo protectors for combat in the Nexus. Prepare to begin field testing.
Alright, I'm moving back and forth. Again, I apologize for being distracted. Jaina is a bit slow on her level 4. Not sure what she's waiting on to figure out which way she's going there. Everyone else would do go ahead and have the Rocket Boost and Hyperfocus Coil. Very popular build, not the one I go, but very popular. Subdue is picked up by the Johanna, not surprising. 12% currently being channeled on the side of Wood League Airlines. Just like the heal camp is being grabbed on the side of Macro Machine. Dark Knight goes ahead and gets rushed in on and taunted and burned. Unstoppable does come out in order to stop Lost from coming around and catching that. So no actual kill, still 0-0. No first blood, no Bankai Bloodlust. I will never stop making that reference. Right, there's the pull-in. Nice. Oh, I actually thought Subdue was going to complete, right? It did. Okay, they got Subdue. Fantastic. I was like, they're all right there next to Johanna. This is a prime time to get Subdue. I thought Subdue was down, but we do end up having it. They do drive Woodley Airlines off at 99%. But of course, they can go back, tap, and re-engage. No actual kills have been had. That Subdue is going to be critical going forward. And here's the re-engage that we talked about. Although okay, there's Hanzo. We do have a kill onto Yrel. Yrel moved up a little bit before everyone else. Was not able to be protected by Dark Knight. They also do go ahead and get this, so there is a turret on the point. Watson goes forward. A lot of damage being done to Watson right now. They're kind of moving back and forth. There's Frieza. There's a taunt coming out onto JoJo. Arcane running backwards, getting his cardio workout, but Dark Knight is very, very, very low. Overtime is had. 99% on both sides. The first one to retreat is the one who will lose this point. And it does look like the first one to retreat is going to be Macro Machines. Here's the Protector coming down right about now.
Blue team has taken control of.
Alright, I needed a food. So I'm just like trying to very slightly, softly eat. And there we have it. Would you go ahead and get the Mulo? That is the real objective. That will help out next time. The Protector is almost gone. Galahad is down to about 50% health. They are looking to be able to engage on this, but Protector wisely gets very, very far into the safe zone before it expires. Nice pull out from Anduin. Russell was in a little bit of trouble. Not a huge amount. And we are on the verge of level 10 for Woodley Airlines. Those look like our selections are going to be the Falling Sword, Pyroblast. Pyroblast, interesting. Dragon's Arrow. Emerald Wind, and Yrel. That was a weird overlay. 10 on both sides at this point, though. They weren't able to really use that for any real advantage. We have Summon Water Elemental, Bravo Bomb, Warbringer, come into your Odin, and the Light Bomb. We are up to 11 all. Slight advantage for Woodley Airlines, but not anything that's insurmountable. It does look like they are looking to even this up and take out this well, but there are a lot of people nearby. Gonna goes ahead and drops that, but it's not gonna be enough to take it out. If you can just see the shield reach. Okay, there we go. They do go ahead and get it. So that does negate, but there's a great Dragon Knight cast on 3 people. There's the Falling Sword falls and hits 4. There is the big old leap in from Yrel. Yrel goes ahead and goat stomps both Yrel and Anduin. Yasuo trying to stay alive. It is a slaughter of Warcraft characters right now. Baron trying to knock him into an area, but nope. Baron goes and runs away. And then they run away. I have not played Uriel in a really long time. How did she have the hammer charged? It was not. Okay, that would be the solution.
An access terminal will be online in a moment.
Right now they are moving in. There's the Unstoppable. Varian having a very, very hard time because his most likely target can just pop their D and is immune. Odin also actually popped in order to clear out the waves, which is not what you want to use Odin for. Excuse me.
Terminal activated. Take control of it.
Arcane 13th and Baron fighting down here. So we do go in at Galahad channeling the point right now, trying to get the second Volskaya to go the same way as the first. There's the top coming in, but immediately there is great intervention from Uriel. However, a lot of damage onto Dark Knight. There is the teleport of the Brightwing. Go ahead and save that. The Falling Sword is in the air, but Dark Knight is actually super low. However, Ratson went in trying to get some damage done and did not have to support the rest of the team. Going ahead and ticking away right now. Let's see what we can see.
Hurts until you die.
That is very true, from what I've been told by everyone. It only hurts until you die. Though to be fair, everyone I've talked to has never died, so I'm not sure how they would know. Second consecutive protector for Woodley Airline. And they are going to move down towards the bottom lane. See if they can repeat their trick and get ready to potentially win with the third one. Alright, Rodson in the back, who then catches Uriel, but Uriel is not one that is known for dying very easily. But there is the light bomb, and actually, as I say that, Uriel does go ahead and go down. The goat is smoked. There we go. Hey. I'm a poet. I didn't even fully realize it. The top one is down to about 1100 health.
To its limit. Well done.
There's a lot of damage with Varian. There comes the... We have protected, by the way. I don't even know if that would help. It would not, but... Or he does not. It doesn't actually matter. Alright, we are moving through the middle. Gaslow kind of a little bit out by themselves. We do go and have Woodley Airlines moving in on this protector camp, but here comes everyone else. Gaslow moves a little bit early. Arcane 13 pulling back, may have a grabber ready to go. This could be a bit of a bait. And there is Varian going in. There is the Falling Sword. Falling Sword lands. Dark Knight goes ahead, pulls people forward. A lot of damage onto Uriel. Uriel is low, but not dead. There's Uriel getting hit by a light protect you. The absorption comes out. Huge amounts of healing coming onto the Uriel. We do go in and have Macro Machines trying to pull out. Dark Knight very on top of it. There is a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. Jaina very, very low, but there's Baron with a big old hammer, smacks Jaina in the side of the head, and Jaina was never seen again. At least not seen for another 44 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to report a murder.
Destroy the fort.
Arcane 13 down here going in and picking up a turret. They did, at the very least, force the heal camp to be used by their opponents, so their opponents don't have an advantage in the upcoming fight. The Jaina will obviously be back before the point is up. Once again, Arcane the 13th is just kind of in there. Gaslow is not really able to be that. And the other thing is, I have not seen him use the Gravo yet. Now, granted, Gravo is not, you can walk out of Gravo before 20. So I get why you kind of want a setup for it, but
Access terminal online. Secure it to activate the protector.
I'm not going to go in and sit here. We're up to about 20%, so he is leaving at the moment. You up top, they said we don't have Gaslow yet. We'll go ahead and just take some structure damage while we can. Baron up here being a little bit gutsy.
Red team has destroyed the fort.
Level 20 is unlocked for Woodley Airlines. You'll have to be very, very careful, but is Johanna too far forward? There's the taunt onto the Yrel, but again, not getting the Brightwing was such an important part of the blow up in that, and there's just a lot of damage. Here comes Pyroblast, double kill onto Anduin and Tychus. This may be what they needed. 84% on the Protector, and we are 55 seconds without a full team from Macro Machines. Oh, NyQuil, thank you very much. Juke City's taking a lot of damage. Zilla wants this.
Hero slain.
We do have one person down, but
Blue
it
team
is
has
2
taken
versus
control
2
of the
with a Protector. Alright, Protector is moving in. It's doing a lot of heavy damage to this forward keep. This is now the forward keep since the fort is gone. That's how that works. Now everyone but Jaina is back, and they are still without their tanks. So they need to be careful. I don't think they can end from this. Here comes everyone else kind of moving through. The Protector is being pushed back. There is the Odin out. Odin going ahead and trying to deal with his mechanical brethren. Meanwhile, Rotten is there's like there is our Gravo. Gravo actually misses everyone somehow. I don't know how Zilla didn't get hit by that. I am confusion. Rotten, your team is not with you. But we do have Yrel being taken out. That is the first kill. Dark Knight going ahead and getting run upon. There is the Falling Sword in order to disengage. Arcane runs in. Does not yet have the next Gravo. Red team has Sword of Fort. I agree. So 2 forts down on both sides, but of course one of the keeps of Macro Machines is not alive. They are going to take advantage of the fact that Yrel is down for another 30 seconds and go ahead and just pick up this heal camp, not give it to their opponents. Their opponents will go and take their turret. Will they try and invade? That is the question. The answer looks like no. They are moving north. They might try and engage into upon this because they can see Gaslow isn't here, but no. Tarnai turns around. Both teams are level 21. We do go ahead and see Speedy Dragon. Interesting. Not Invisible Friends. Heaven's Fury, Flamethrower, Play of the Game, and Seraphim. On the other side, we do have Wintermute, Miniature Black Hole, Glory of the Alliance, Big Red Button, and Inner Fire. It does look like they will go ahead and pick this up. They're moving around right now, but it'll be too late. Double turret versus heal camp. 2 shooty boys versus a hospital. Oh. Not realize I was already out. Tried to zoom out more and it would not let me. Middle control point is coming online in 27 seconds. Everyone is currently up. And none of the camps will be available at that point. But they'll all be close. You have the big engage. There is the light bomb coming in. So Fallen Sword Light Bomb catches 3 people. There's a lot of damage onto Micro Machines. Anduin is down. Varian is down. The entire Win Legacy is no longer here. We do have Jaina being taken out as well as Gaslow. The sole non-Warcraft character survives. And that may be it. Willing Airlines are saying, okay, that's the point we needed. It is 5 versus 1. Tychus, you can do nothing. You have no power here. Bit of an aggressive Odin. And Odin going to go ahead and be knocked back. No nukes for you, my friend. GG call by Ratson. I do agree. It looks like this is going to be a victory for Woodley Airlines. We are down to 55%. We're going ahead and knocking this down. So, let me go ahead and see if I can get us a interview. One moment, por favor. I am so good at Spanish. So, while I wait to see if I am joined by anyone. Oh, I think. Waiting to see if anyone comes in. I hope that they will. I hope they don't. I don't care about these people. But it does look like, in terms of healing, we do have Brightwing leading the way. Galahad doing 81,000 healing over the course of the game. You go ahead and have Zilla with 87,000 or 57,000. Arcane 13 coming with 56,000. Extremely close. All right, and go ahead and pay these points out right quick. Although it looks like the overwhelming majority of you did go for Woodley Airlines.
Oh, hello, am I in the right area?
Hello, hello, hello. That depends. Did you just play for Woodley Airlines?
I think so. I am looking for Jimmy's mom somewhere.
Well, looking at Discord real quick. You are at
Yes,
the very
yes,
least
I
in the right
did.
place. No, it looks like we are joined by the searcher of Jimmy's mom. I won't tell you who they are, although you'll see it on screen in just a second. First and foremost, very much congratulations. That was an incredibly close series.
Thank you, thank you. Once again, thank you for picking up this match.
It was absolutely my pleasure, for sure. It's taking forever to load in. 1 second. Of course, it doesn't want to work right away for me because it's rude. But yeah, for those of you that don't know, this match was kind of cursed. We ended up having 2 casters back out at the last second, and then one of the teams is almost not able to get everyone on board. So I'm glad the game happened. They were incredible games to see.
They were something alright. My heart was pounding all 3 games.
So at the end of the day, we'll go ahead and go back into game number 1. Game number 1 was, of course, the Abraxas Holdout. Ironically enough, the only game that your opponents picked, and almost the only game that you won. And not by a lot. It really looked like they were going to close the game out right towards the end of that first match. What did you guys do in order to just kind of not give up right towards the end when they were pushing on your core?
Well, you see, that's just one of our things. We don't give up. And, like, whenever we saw the Dahaka and the Brywing kind of jump in, not damaging the core, we knew that we were going to be up in the next couple seconds and we could possibly push to win. As long as we had gotten that first or second pick, but which we did, and it was actually a really good thing to do.
Well, it certainly was. Like, obviously, you completely turned the game around. You got that, then you followed it up with the boss, and were able to just kind of push out the light. You didn't really even have the Zerg helping you out. You were just like, okay, we actually no, I do think you got the Zerg as well. You just kind of like piled everything through, and then the core just exploded, which is exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were wanting to do. We knew that at that point it was either win or lose. So we decided to go all in because we knew if we didn't have everyone there to try and push to win, we were not going to win whatsoever.
So I did also
Because
notice
they
that...
had a...
Go ahead.
We kind of noticed that they had a really big blow-up count. It was really, really bad. One second, please.
No problem.
About that. Get-go, we kind of knew that it was going to be a blow-up cup. We saw the variant, and once we saw the Tassadar, we knew that if we got taunted just once, we were we were gonna get deleted one by one.
They definitely were able to use variant to great effect, and you ended up banning the variant in game number 2, but in so doing gave them access to Diablo, which I definitely noticed for game 3. You were like, you know what? We liked the variant better. So, was that a specific comp difference, or what made you decide to not give them or not ban out the Diablo instead of variant in game 3?
Well, we decided that we disliked the Diablo a lot more than the variant. Because that wombo combo that they had in game 2 was not that good for us anyway.
They certainly did seem extremely practiced at pulling it off. Just Zeratul plus Diablo. Actually, Zeratul plus Thing near anyone just seems oppressive. I did notice you also banned the Zeratul, which was extra funny because their Zeratul player had already picked, and you were just like, I don't care. I want nothing to do with the Zeratul.
Yeah, the Zeratul time stop would. Oh my god! It just every single time it got popped, we would at least one of us would die every single time. Then we would get followed up with the Apocalypse or Diablo. All of a sudden, there's a Dragon Strike on top of us, and then boom, we knew we were dead. Not really much of a chance to respond. So we knew that if we were going to turn that game around at all, we needed to engage on them when all their ults were down. However, we did not do that.
It didn't feel like it, and they were able to kind of... I will say that Game 2 was decisive for them, as Game 3 was decisive for you. You did manage to keep them from ever getting a protector. I don't believe they got a keep in Game 3, although they did hit one, but they never actually got it down. So, what was your strategy in Game 3 in order to, coming back from as dominant a showing as they just gave in Game 2?
One second here, please. All right. Well, anyway, yeah, we knew that third game, that our comp, we felt like we had a superior comp in the beginning of the draft. So as soon as we came out of as soon as the gates were down, we just kind of got our heads back in the game because we knew that the second match kind of threw us off our groove a little bit. Some of us were kind of upset, thinking we could have done other things better, not done certain other abilities, positioning. So whenever we got to that third game, we knew that we needed to be stronger together. Oh, I'm sorry. Someone just keeps knocking on my door. I'm so sorry. Okay, anyway, I'm so sorry. Can you repeat the question?
It was really just, you kind of answered a little bit, but you really turned things around in Game 3, so it was just, what changed in your setup other than just not letting them have Diablo?
We didn't want to see the Zeratul again, that was for sure, because that honestly was a terrifying Zeratul. It just set everything up for them like we saw in Game 2. So we knew that there was a possibility of them having it. We just did not want to go up against it. Thankfully, we banned it because I feel like they could have pulled it out and taken that third match for themselves. Because the combo that they had there could have been very, very effective if they had that Zeratul instead of the what I'd say would be the not Tychus, the Jaina.
Yeah, in Game 3 they had Jaina and Gazlowe, and I do feel like Zeratul would have just held you in place for the Gazlowe bomb to Jaina, so it could have been awful. Yeah,
I'm just kind of glad we banned that out. If the Zeratul player from the second game is listening, I respect that, bro. That is insane.
Oh, yeah, that was Arcane 13th, and As soon as I saw the Zeratul
Was it
locked in, I'm like,
Arcane? Okay.
oh god.
Yeah, we like every single time we wanted to do anything in that second match, we were always looking around, like, wait, where's Zeratul? Okay, he's in another lane. Okay, we can do something. Oh, we don't know where he is. Okay, we need to play safe right now because they could combo us out of any bush.
Absolutely.
Anyway, that was that.
So, last question I have. I think I've asked you this one time before, but where does your team name come from?
Wood League Airlines. So the original team name is, well, first off, it's a sister team to Wood League Express, and Wood League was kind of made around the idea that a bunch of players, we know we are not good. We're like a bunch of misfits. So we put ourselves not in bronze, not in silver, but Wood League, down all the way down there. And then the last year when we founded Express, we just kind of put it on there just in the hopes because making more teams, because we saw teams like Regen and Phoenix Rising where we could eventually grow and have hopefully a team in every division. And so we just kind of one of the founding teams, I guess. I don't know if that sounded really confusing to me, to be honest.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, again, I kind of already knew the answer because I've asked that once before, but...
Yep. And
I always want to encourage people to tell their story, but those are the questions I had, so I'll turn it over to you for the shout-outs you, I'm sure, want to give.
Okay, well, once again, I wanted to thank you for picking up this cast with this whole curse. Anyway, which Chad, I hope you could guess what my impression was of. If not, you gotta go find Jimmy's mom, Carl Weezer. Anyway, I also want to give a shout out to Dark and Baron, because when our team was not here when they were supposed to be, they kind of helped keep the team together because of me not being able to be here. And I'm sorry, they just kind of kept their heads screwed on straight. And that's really what kind of helped us get through these matches tonight. So I'd like to go ahead and just tell them that they are both the MVPs of tonight. Also, thank you to Macro Machines for the matches tonight. You guys have been great opponents. We had a lot of fun. Kept us on our toes all 3 games. And once again, that Zeratul, man, I'm going to have nightmares. That Zeratul is terrifying.
I definitely
Anyways,
remember when we played them last season, and it was just... So, yeah, Arcane, you live in my nightmares.
Also, I'm gonna be honest. This is the first of all the series that I've been in at any point so far this season. I've not been allowed to play my Anduin. Kind of upsetting.
Aww. Well, you have to get to the point where you don't have a main. Otherwise,
yeah,
you end up like derivative.
Yeah, or High Admiral with the Murky ban every single game.
What? That was it?
All right, well, I think that's... Yeah.
Yep, let me go ahead and let you enjoy the after party. I've kept you here long enough.
Alrighty, well, thank you once again. I hope you have a great night.
I will absolutely do my best. And with that, to everyone else, also enjoy your night. I will take you over to one of my absolutely best friends. I don't know how long she'll be on, but Malby knows where we're going. Let's just get there.